Last time on the fucking Daeth Funk ripoff. Stuff happened. Now new stuff. Get on with it.
So outrageous the toll. You can lose all you have. He refused to give it to the town that takes all to survive. You must have the will. How this movie doesn't end the way we want all the time. And he shouts at the moon. She's gone. Fears overcome. He was walking a mile. He was walking alone. All
Hey everybody, welcome to Funk Dunk Play Season 2, Episode 6, Revenge of the Sith.
Was that the good one?
Of the prequels? Yeah.
Okay.
No, wait. No, that was Episode 3.
Yeah, episode 6 is
Episode
Return of
6
the
was Jedi, and that was kind of the weakest of the original 3.
Unless you ask me and I say it's the best.
Yeah, well, some of us like Muppets, other people like science fiction, but you know.
Some of us like slug monsters in bikinis.
That's true. I like slug monsters in bikinis.
Yeah,
So,
well that'll be
yeah.
in the Jabba the Hutt spin-off movie that is actually sort of being talked about by Disney.
Oh my god, I hope it's NC-17.
Oh yeah, I hope so.
I want some straight up Hutt porn up in this.
I mean, Jade can hook you up, you know.
Now, if you go through the art book for Return of the Jedi, there's actually like topless pictures of Ula in there.
Who?
Which
Really.
one's Ula?
The green girl who got thrown to the Rancor.
Oh, okay.
When they were
Twi'lek?
like designing her, when
Okay.
they were designing her costume, there's actually like topless drawings of her in there.
I mean,
Wow, I don't know about y'all, but I need about 5 minutes to myself.
sure.
I can hook you up after the episode.
Okay.
She really can, is the thing.
Yeah.
Okay, guys. Enough. Hut cock talk. We are on episode 6, and we our intrepid people travel to the town of Harn, where they found a poor innocent wizard being harassed by nasty townfolk,
Mhm.
and they had formulated a plan to hopefully get the people off the wizard's back on the Permy. And let's hear that plan just in case we were our normal selves and didn't really articulate it well.
And we also changed, like, in the episode I had said, like, I insinuated that I would turn into a dragon and eat people, but then I thought about it some more, and actually, I might as well turn into a giant snake, or, in this case, I was looking through the monster manual between, last week and this week, and, the Yuan-Ti abomination, which on the Yuan-Ti, like, social totem is, like, 2 levels up from where I am as a pureblood. It's like a snake man who's pretty much just like a snake with arms, and in the picture he's holding a pretty cool sword, and it's got, like, armor and stuff. But yeah, no, I can turn into one of those because it's only a challenge rating of 7, and he has the ability Shape Changer, which will let him turn into a large snake. So I can turn into one of those, and then from there turn into a giant snake.
So you're gonna
Is-
polymorph
how-
into something that can polymorph.
Yep.
Okay.
So how giant a snake are we talking about?
Let's see, it says large monstrosity, so it's bigger than, a person would be medium. So large, I'm not sure on the grid it'd be like 4 squares instead of 1 square.
I'm just curious if that would be enough to scare away a mob of about 70 people.
Well, I'm going to be large, and then also I have poison spray as a cantrip, which I can use. And we've got, it is going to be playing the evil wizard who summoned this snake monster to attack people. Because, it's going to be a performance, between us. We are presenting an outside threat to draw the attention of the crowd, and, then the wizard is going to come to the rescue.
Hopefully.
Hopefully.
I hope he got what we were going for.
Yeah.
I mean, there are no stupid wizards, I guess. Kinda, it goes against. But,
And then he can go back to his important research on making kids fart more.
Because they hopefully will then just, be very forgiving towards him. Is the plan. But, something that we haven't discussed yet is how do we get out of the tower unseen without using Dimension Door to pull this off?
Yeah, because I think it's kind of implied that he doesn't have a secret exit. Because if he did, he wouldn't be officially under siege.
But he's a wizard, so I'm gonna ask him. Hey buddy, one more thing. You're like a magic person. Can you make us go poof and reappear outside? Like make a big flashy entrance, You can do that.
But if you do that, make sure that we're far enough outside that the crowd doesn't see us.
I thought you were gonna say make sure that we're farting.
I would rather not. I don't know about you.
Yeah, so can you do that, magic dude?
And he just kind of looks a little bit sad.
No.
He says, I'm sorry, buddies. That just ain't my area expertise. Y'all need a dog change color? I'm your guy. I'm good with farts. Can't do teleportation. I never learned it.
Oh. But.
Yeah, I'm good with butts.
Here we know. Does the...
I'm making farty.
The tower has like a window or several windows out front where the crowd is. Is the crowd surrounding the tower on all sides? Please say
yes.
no.
Well, it is.
Fuck.
That's what a siege usually implies.
Yeah, but I would had a thing,
I mean, I assumed there wasn't a back door, but if we need to use Dimension Door again, that just means we'll need something else to make our disappearance after he fends us off.
Yeah, I don't have anything.
Do you have anything to, turn us invisible temporarily?
Nope. I'm a sort of crowd control damage type. If I look down out the window, sneakily, so that they don't see me.
They have not seen you at all yet.
Okay.
They've been busy. They're singing "We Are the World."
Oh, I don't want to hurt them.
No,
Is
you gotta
there
get more
a way?
evil. We have to hurt
Is
them.
there a way for me? I don't want to.
Oh, right, yeah, no, you're neutral, I'm evil.
Me, the person. Is there a way for me to determine who is giving the orders? Who everybody would listen to if they give a command? I can roll something if you want.
We can tell near where the front of the crowd, near the the front door to the tower.
It's the mayor.
You can tell there's a person who definitely looks, just better dressed. She is a very tall and large woman. Mm-hmm. She's got to be at least 6'4".
Okay.
She's a big lady. And
Hot.
she is very well dressed. She's dressed to the nines. She looks like she's from money.
So
And there's a couple of armed guards next to her.
okay.
So you kind of get the impression she's in charge.
Okay, she's in charge. Is it? I don't know how high the tower is. I hope we're pretty far down. Is she within 30 feet of me?
I might have something to... Just...
I'd say that she is. Because she's at the front of the crowd. The tower isn't really super big, width-wise. It's kind of tall, but it's not giantly imposing. It's kind of a narrow, tall tower. So Yeah, I'd say that she's within 30 feet. What are you planning on doing, you crazy dreamer?
I want to cast Suggestion on her.
Is that a spell
That is
or a cantrip?
very much a spell.
Okay, I mean,
Okay.
I was just gonna say before we do, if we need, I can cast Dimension Door, and as a Yuan-Ti Abomination, I have a 40-foot speed instead of a 30-foot speed. So if you made a good enough show of chasing us off, we could be like, curse you, wizard, and run away. Just like run. And we'd be able to outrun people. But, wait, so your suggestion thing? With that?
I would cast Suggestion on her. She would would have to make a Wisdom saving throw, and if I succeed, I can make a suggestion. I would suggest she gathers the crowd all in front of the tower, and we can spider climb out of the back.
Okay.
That would be my thing. So we would have Dimension Door saved.
That actually, that has a... Yeah.
Okay. So there is a back door or window for us to get out of.
That's what I...
There'd be a back window
yeah.
you probably, and you're on the first floor, so,
Okay.
yeah, because that's where you Dimension Door in, so he came down to greet you. That's like where he sort of, when he'd have guests, this would be where he would, entertain. The upper floors, you can just sort of assume would be living quarters or work areas or whatever, but this is like his living room, basically.
So we could technically just jump out and not get hurt too badly.
Yeah, we'll climb out the back window.
Yeah.
Yeah, the back window is probably about 6 feet off the ground.
No, because I have a spell called Spider Climb, but I wouldn't have to waste that. Is what I'm saying, because we could just...
No, you really wouldn't need
Okay.
to. You'd be able to just jump out, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so I wanna cast that suggestion on the person I think is in charge, which I think is the mayor.
Okay.
And she will have to make a Wisdom saving throw against 17, and I'm also gonna, when I see her, when I see the spell hit her, I'm gonna use Bend Luck, which means I will roll a d4, and I can apply that as a penalty to her saving throw.
Okay, so it's against DC 17?
Yep. She's gonna roll whatever it is, -2. So, Sean, you just need to tell me if she succeeded with the -2.
She did not.
That is very good. Okay. God damn it. Does I need to shout? No!
I assume it's like the message cantrip. You're just giving...
I have message cantrip.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna use that on top of it. Fuck it.
Yeah, that, I'll allow it. I don't know if that officially can be done, but
I have
fuck
no
it.
idea.
I think that works. Okay, what are you telling her?
It would be strategically advantageous if you gather all your people in front of the tower, so they can see better. It doesn't have to make sense. She has to do it.
Everybody should storm the front door now.
No,
Just gather. No, just gather them, yeah.
Gather.
That's right. Alright,
The wizard hears you better from the front of the tower.
all of a sudden, just she kind of looks up, like she has an epiphany. And quickly, she oh my god, best idea ever. Fuck. And she grabs the 2 armed guards and pulls them close and kind of she has to lean down to speak to them because she is a very tall person. And she whispers her orders directly, and the guards, who have been trained their whole lives just to obey orders, they run off, alerting the other people who are in charge, and the people start congregating to the front of the tower. However...
You do have another roll.
That's right. You have to roll that D100.
Let me just give you an 8. Wow. One of the
You're
early
rolling
ones.
so low. Oh god, how is this possible?
What fucking impression
How?
do you want me to do?
No, I don't understand how this is fucking possible.
And then what kind of animal?
No. 8.
Yes.
Extreme flatulence. You have farty butt.
I caught farty butt.
Oh my god, how did this even happen? That's the only fart-based one out of all 100.
So that means that's gonna cushion my fall if I fall out the window. I have a rocket booster now.
Stay away from fire magic.
I cast fireball? No. Oh my god.
I can't believe that.
This is the funk working here, people. Okay, but this is gonna last through my performance, my scary performance.
You'll just have to stand way back and let me do the stuff near the
Oh
crowd.
my god. No, I can't do it. No, I can't, because I just thought of the perfect way this would make, this is actually absolutely perfect. I'm not going to give you the idea, because then I'd be playing your character for you.
Holy... Okay, yeah. Alright, so... First,
I don't know if my mind is going the same place mine is.
I'm not
with
entirely
this,
sure, but I think I know the angle. Okay, so...
Okay.
Let's get out of that window.
Okay, so you're farting the whole time.
Yep, you're like...
Like, it's the worst. It's really wet and, like, just the most disgusting.
And Elisa's just
There were-
side-eyeing you, and she doesn't know why you suddenly started farting.
I mean, she could draw her own conclusions here.
Yeah, like she knows weird stuff is going on, but she's still a little disgusted.
I'm gonna say after you.
Okay. Are you still good to do this performance that we're gonna do?
Wait.
Oh shit, we broke kerosene again.
What do you mean?
Do you think you can still play a scary fucking lizard? Or should you just stand back and let me tear them apart?
What are you talking about? Why wouldn't I?
I'm talking about you fucking farting.
Oh, that. Yeah, this just adds, an extra layer to the whole thing.
Okay.
Just trust me, I know what I'm doing. Holy shit.
So I guess
Okay,
we'll exit the tower and try to find.
I climb after you, so I make extra sure to, hit you with the worst ones.
Yeah, so we
Sorry.
climb out and run off to I don't know, behind a building or something, somewhere so that they don't see us coming out of the back as we circle around to the back of the crowd, which is now at the front of the tower. Because we want to make it
I'm
look
gonna
like we're
assume-
coming from another direction, unrelated to the wizard.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah, and I'm going to assume that the crowd is single-minded enough, and you're able to go far back enough initially that they're not going to really see you. They're concentrating on their thing.
While we're on the way, I'm gonna shift into Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, shirtless.
Ooh.
Okay.
He has a kind of a Snake Charmer vibe coming from him, doesn't he?
Yeah, so it's like the Rocky and Scorpion King version.
Yes, that's exactly what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Couldn't remember the movie
Okay.
title though.
Mm.
Yeah. Exactly.
You've seen a movie? Since when?
No, I haven't seen it. I just know it exists.
Oh,
and
thank
I-
God.
I
Yeah.
was actually watching it last week. It's dumb, but I love it.
I might just watch it now.
Mm.
Because I'm just stealing left and right from those people. I feel bad.
Mm.
There's no Hollywood actor who's safe from me.
Schwarzenegger, Diesel, Johnson.
I didn't mean to make this a thing, but it's happening.
Okay, so do you want to approach from street level, or should we get up on a rooftop and make it extra dramatic?
I mean, rooftop would mean they can't get to us.
Yeah, I mean, well, you're gonna be
I
on the
mean-
rooftop. I'm gonna leap off into the crowd in snake form. So you
gonna
can
die.
stand up there and fart all you
I
want.
have pitchforks.
Yeah, well, we're gonna teleport away when the wizard banishes
I mean,
us.
this is where we die.
Okay, actually, I guess
okay.
I guess we will have to go on the ground because you'll have to be close enough that I can dimension door both of us away when the wizard
Yeah.
banishes us. I figure we got away. We're going around behind the crowd, behind some buildings and stuff. And once we're I figure in an alleyway, looking out at the crowd, getting ready for our move.
Okay.
I will do my polymorph, calling on the power of Sneck to transform me into a Yuan-Ti abomination.
Do you have a silly dance for that?
I can.
I'm just gonna assume she's gonna twerk
Oh yeah.
and just twerk it out, and then she just changes.
Changes. I'm very into it.
Yep, so I'm like a snake person now, like just a giant snake with arms. And you're Dwayne The Rock Johnson, so...
How many hit points do you have as a giant snake, by the way?
127.
Nice. Alright.
Wow.
AC?
15.
We're gonna stroll out there. They're facing
Alright.
in...
They're facing the opposite direction.
Yeah, so we have
You're
some
like,
time
they're
to...
all gonna... Yeah, they're all like balled up in a group, and you are...
Yeah, there's an evil wizard and a snake monster coming out of an alleyway.
Yep. And then the evil wizard is just farting prodigiously.
Yeah, you're the supervillain here.
You can just be like, finally! The Rock has come back to Pee-Pee Town!
I don't know the Rock's wrestling persona well enough to make jokes here. I'm very sorry. I just know he's handsome. And cool. Okay, so I'm gonna stand there like legs apart, really like chest out, menacing and farting.
Farting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And I'm gonna call out, "You dirty peasants!"
Okay, you've gotten the attention of one person who could hear you.
Do you have prestidigitation?
No.
Or some
kind of illusion.
spell like that?
So I'll create the illusion of my voice booming through the air. "You dirty peasants!"
And the crowd sort of, as one sort of like shuffling turns around, figure out what the hell's going on here.
And I'm gonna keep going. "I was just walking by your town with my snake pal here, and all of a sudden I started farting uncontrollably. You are responsible for this. You will die!" And I snap my fingers in Eliza's direction to
Okay.
signal
And then-
her to.
And then I turn into a giant snake and lash out at the person closest to me with my fangs.
Yeah. And I
Okay.
wave my arms in the air and scream, "Die! Die! Die! You're fucked unless you have a powerful wizard around here!"
16?
Are you attacking the other one?
Yeah, the nearest
in the
peasant.
back would be the civil. Yeah, because all the armed guards would be on the opposite end of the crowd, because they'd be the ones who were in the front
Yep.
of initially, and as the crowd's turned around, they're now in the back. So yeah, that would definitely hit.
Okay, hit 1d6 plus 4 plus 3d6 poison damage. So that's 8 damage, and then there's poison damage on top of that. It is... So 17 damage to this one poor bastard who I just bit.
He had a beautiful voice.
Okay, here's basically what happens, because I'm going to try to do it with the damage the way they are. Basically, these civilians all have roughly 10 hit points. So when you bite him, you nearly kill him, just with a bite alone. And then when the corrosive nature of the poison begins to take effect, he basically melts in your mouth.
Nice.
And he the flesh just sort of sloughs off, and the part of his body that's not in your mouth just flops to the ground and starts dissolving. Not that it's acid, but the poison is just so much more than his body can handle that it's just destroying his entire body, and he's very, very dead.
Yeah, so after that I rear up and hiss, spread my fangs.
"Yes! My darling! Kill them all!" I have my arms
Alright.
in the air dramatically. Probably saw that in a magic movie somewhere. Soon.
Yeah.
Alright, at this point, one of the more foolhardy of the civilians is going to charge at you holding a billy club and take a swing at the giant snake monster. He looks surprisingly like Kid Rock. And you don't know
hero.
why he had the club now and lost his pitchfork, but he's got a club now.
Okay.
And he takes a swing at you, and he misses comedically.
Yeah, it says I have natural armor, so I'm just really scaly, so he could smack me and it would just do nothing.
Okay, he hits you, and it actually, the club bounces off, and he loses control of it, and then he's standing there with no club for a second, and he doesn't know what to do.
Oh. And I say to Eliza...
Most of the crowd looks relatively scared.
I say to Eliza, don't kill this one. He amuses me.
I'm gonna roll my
Kid
snake
rock.
eyes at that.
And
then I start looking for another
urinates.
person to bite, unless the wizard's gonna come to the rescue yet.
He hasn't come to the rescue yet.
Okay, yeah, if nothing is happening, nobody else is attacking, I'll just lunge at the next person.
Okay.
Okay, let's see, it is... Yeah, I screwed up on the first roll. It's actually +7 for bite attack. 25? Okay.
That is definitely a hit.
So, let's see what kind of damage I do on this. 8 base damage, and crit 27. I mean, it's damage, it just doesn't matter. 27 poison damage. So I super
Holy
killed this
shit.
one.
Okay. This guy doesn't just slough off. He actually just like his flesh bubbles into nothingness in your jaws.
And the skeleton stands there for a second looking confused.
Can I say that I bite down on him, like lift up into the air, chewing on him, melting him in my mouth, and then just spit a spray of poison, like a fountain of poison over the top of the crowd.
Yes.
Just like little burning flecks of melted
Okay,
flesh. everywhere. I'm not that it'll cause damage, just for the display.
Actually, it will. Roughly half of the people are going to take 1d4 damage. Just because
Okay,
I feel like it.
I'm spreading fear.
They're only taking 1 damage each.
Yeah,
but it's like it's like a sting. It's like, oh, what the fuck was that shit? Because like they're hit by a tiny little like half drop, and it like burns a hole in their
I
flesh.
don't think what the
You know.
fuck is that shit is even a question anymore.
It's a piece of film.
Oh.
That was actually that man that you just ate. His name was destined to be dissolved by a snake, Jeff.
I mean, he wasn't wrong, or his parents weren't.
He's living his life's purpose now.
He lived the dream.
Does the wizard notice that we're fucking shit up, and he's got to do his part of the plan now?
Yep. And actually, what he doesn't poke out of a window, but the door of his tower flies open with incredible force, as if it was pushed open by like a giant. And he strides out of the tower, in looking resplendent in his wizard Santa cap, with his wizard staff, and
He looks
he
mighty sexy
bellows.
right now.
He does. He looks like he's sexy in a really Professor Farnsworth kind of way, and he just bellows out, "Y'all evildoers! Y'all messing up my people! I need them!" And the crowd sort of splits between you, like so there's like a pathway, because like everyone just sort of like, we ain't getting between these motherfuckers, And he raises his staff, and he like sort of like forcefully points at you really hard with it, and screams out, "Be gone, y'all ne'er-do-wells!
So I'm gonna like rear back and hiss dramatically.
Shasta!"
Yeah, I'm gonna put my hands on my head like I have a mighty headache. I'm gonna say just stuff like, "Oh no, foiled again," or some shit like that.
I would have gotten away for it too if it wasn't for you meddling old people. Person.
And my last act is
Yeah, and I rear back and hiss as if, I'm in pain, and then I cast Dimension Door at the same time so that the two of us teleport out of sight, and once we get to our destination at the end of the portal, I'll undo the polymorph so that nobody sees a giant snake poking out from behind a building.
I'm Oprah
Okay.
now.
You're Oprah, all right? Oprah Winfrey.
Yes.
Yeah.
In a
All
like
right.
but topless because the guy was topless.
Nice.
All right, you're Oprah, but titties out.
Yes, exactly.
With big fat Oprah titties.
I don't know Oprah's titties. I have to trust you on that one.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Now, this is important. As you find a place to casually check out what's happening, you see an interesting sight. The wizard, Glexien, is addressing the crowd. He is admonishing them for, laying siege to his tower, when now isn't it obvious who the fart wizard really was? And that he banished the fart wizard. However, since he did not destroy him out of the mercy of his soul, the people would have to bear the farty butt curse longer as punishment for turning against their gentle and loving local wizard.
Good spin.
Yeah. And the crowd, for their point, including the mayor, they're all just standing there with their heads down, like they're being scolded and they know they were wrong, and they feel really bad about it.
Yeah, they should.
Yeah, and Glexien, after finishing, everything goes back to his tower, and the crowd just sort of disperses, all talking about, oh man, God, she's right. We deserve this. Oh man, I can't believe we were just so wrong.
These are very reasonable dumb people.
Oh man, but good for Jeff.
Yeah.
What were the odds?
It was bound to happen.
What were the odds that there'd be a giant snake would attack the city, and he would dissolve in his mouth? I'm so glad he didn't have to live the rest of his life, wondering what he did wrong. That he didn't get to dissolve in a giant snake's mouth. They're looking at the bright side of things,
Mm-hmm. So I think once the crowd disperses, we should check in with the wizard before we head back to Stab.
Okay.
We're not getting anything, I guess, but...
Yeah, but I gotta ask him some stuff.
Okay, cool.
Okay, yeah, people are going back to,
I'm gonna try and find something, like, probably have something to cover my tits, because, These are simple people,
Okay.
they can't handle the
It'll
Oprah
distract
tits.
people from your farting, though.
Do I still,
Hey, look,
do I
true.
still fart?
What's that smell?
Oh no.
Yes, you are still farting.
Yeah, but it's just a thing that happens in this village. It's not very suspicious, really.
Yeah, the people aren't honestly distracted by the farting because their kids have been farting for
They're used to
a
it.
while now.
When the kids stop farting, there will be something missing. They will experience an emptiness they have never known before.
Yes, they could make it like a tourist attraction, a city of a million farts. And with all the kids having farty butts and the name of the place being hard, it could literally be the village of poo poo pee pee.
It sounds very exotic. Very tropical island.
Alright, so you are going to visit Glexien, the turns out relatively reasonable.
Yeah, so everybody else is, they're over it, they're back to their day jobs.
Yeah, they're back to basically peasanting.
Or it could even be evening
full-time.
by now, that they've all gone home to sleep and he's just there by himself now.
I'd say it's actually mid-afternoon.
Okay. Yeah, so I guess I'm back in the disguise I was in before, the human disguise.
You have
Okay.
a new friend with you for some reason.
Okay, I'll knock on the door.
The door mysteriously opens of its own accord.
Like a wizard lived there.
Yeah. And spooky music plays.
Oh no.
The boys are back in town playing, minor key.
No, actually, it's that version of All-Star by Smash Mouth, but with just all bass.
Mm.
So it sounds like the devil singing it. Hey now, you're a rock star. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, so I'll go inside and approach the wizard and say, will you be needing anything else?
Aw, I don't think I will. Y'all done me a great service. I'm definitely gonna rate you 5 stars on Mercenary Net.
Well, before we go, you seem like a person to ask about this. So you work in strange and fringe magics, yes?
Yeah, well, I like to think I am on the edge of magical research, you know?
Have you managed anything in the vein of like a permanent polymorph?
Well, I reckon I've done something similar. I did permanently change the color of a dog's fur once.
But say if
Owners didn't like the polka dot, so...
If someone wanted to change the species, would you be able to manage that, do you think?
Oh, I don't know nothing short of a wish spell will be able to do something along those lines.
Interesting.
I mean, y'all free to peruse my library if you think you find anything might be helpful, but, you know, it's not really my area, you know. I'm kind of specialized in my sort of experimental magic.
I see. Okay. I do have a +5 Arcana, so I'm just gonna take a quick look at his library, see if there's anything that might be useful for my little side quest. 13.
There are a lot of magic books about magic, I should say. Well, there's a lot of stuff on abstract magical theory. You know what interesting? There's also a lot of stuff about ancient prophecies, like ancient apocalyptic prophecies and stuff, and nothing at all that seems to be fart related. Nothing that seems to be aimed at permanent alteration spells. Because it really looks like a lot of this stuff is highly theoretical.
Okay, so none of it looks like something I'd want to borrow and read on the ride back.
Probably not. Unless, of course, like I said, you're really into like magical history or something and want to read about what about civilizations that predicted their own demise or whatever. Because that seems to be like his kink.
Okay, now I think I'm all...
Kink's a bad word for it, but
I'm all set, so I'll turn to it and say, well, I didn't find anything. Unless you have something else, we should probably be heading back.
Oh no, girl, I'm all set. I'm Oprah.
Yeah. Very well.
I don't know what Oprah sounds like either, so... Okay. I don't have range, I just have depth. We can head back.
So I guess unless there's anything else, we'll just get back in the carriage and head back to Stab.
Right on.
the interior of the carriage is becoming less and less pleasant.
Can we open a window?
The carriage, you can open a window, but it's like kind of like trying to use a bucket to save the Titanic from sinking.
I mean, is that finally enough?
There's too much.
Is that finally enough to get rid of the sheep?
Yeah, I was gonna ask how the sheep is doing with all this.
The sheep is following the carriage now. No, actually, no, what? No, I take that back. The sheep, using abilities you don't know how it did, is actually riding on top of the carriage.
I was trying to wonder if this sheep was actually a sheep or not. If it can climb on carriages like that.
It's a secret goat. We know it. We all know it.
Yeah.
So, are we gonna congratulate ourselves on a job well done, or like I usually don't do that?
I assume we'll report back and find out.
Yeah, that actually did pretty good. I mean, that was admittedly I tried to think of various ways you could have solved that, and that wasn't one of the ones I came up with. So
chaotic.
We got some murder in.
You have at least seemingly gained yourself an ally in Glexien the Mad. Not terribly sure how useful he'd be.
I mean, if we ever need a dog recolored.
Yeah, or if you need some sweet tea.
Yeah.
Or some fart spells.
Yep. And, or you need to learn about magical history or for whatever. Maybe you get a test coming up. He'd be a good guy. A good, either a research mage.
He's a magical exposition dump.
In a way, yeah.
Nice. But I still want to see the alternate universe where he actually took their noses.
We'll save that one for later.
Yeah, we're gonna take some noses.
Yeah, we'll just do it the old-fashioned way with our daggers.
Mm-hmm.
Bitches gotta pay up, or we're taking their noses.
Be like me.
Team Snootless. World Snootless!
I never had one of these, and now neither will you. And now I have all of them. All mine.
The world will have no noses, and it will smell terrible! Ah!
Next time on... What was it called? Right. Funk Dunk... Please? Please? Is it like a theater thing? Oh, right, it's like Let's Play, but... Not really. Okay, anyway. Next time on Funk Dunk Plays. More stuff. I don't know what's gonna happen. Okay? Right. Now, where is my check?
So outrageous to toll. You can lose all you have. He refused to give in to the town that takes off. So fight, you must have the will.
The mayor, her name was Annabelle Dolans, and I wrote loves cheese.
We could have exploited that, or...
Yep, her husband Mickey Dolans loves all types of pie.
We're not food specialists.
Let the wizard go, and we give you cheese.
Her sons Davy and Mike are listed just as farty by nature.
Oh, they weren't hit by the curse.
Though they were, it just made them even fartier, but they were already farty.
I mean, I would argue that kids in general are like not in control of their body functions. So it's kind of weird to target the children, really.
Yeah, and the head of the guard was I decided I was going to use a random D&D name generator until I came up with one I could pronounce, and it was Hef Vorgosk.
D&D is weird.
I know, D&D name generators are just the most random ass shit. That's why I like using regular people names for my characters for the most part.
Might as well read from an alphabet soup.
I know. Though it was funny, I looked up they have a generator for each race, and I looked up the one for changelings.
Mm-hmm.
First thing it gives me, butt.
But. Spelled?
Butt.
Like spelled like butt.
Butt, yes.
Okay.
B-U-T-T. Butt.
That can't be
Just
right.
like, what? Are you kidding
That
me?
can't be right.
I almost screen capped it, but then I decided not to because I was like, nah.
Well, spoilers for Mr. Butt.